what's up, guys? Donivan here,
Sal?
and we're about to review Haunting in Venice.
I don't know about no haunting, but something happened in Venice.
Yeah. Yeah, this was an interesting movie. We kind of were bamboozled.
Oh my God, catfish.
Yeah, I think we bamboozled ourselves, haunting, so we're like, oh yeah, but then I guess we missed that Kenneth was in this movie, Kenneth Branagh, so
Oh, man.
yeah, he's usually the detective and all that kind of stuff, so.
It's like a murder mystery type deal. Yeah, guys, we seriously went a little too open-minded. Not open-minded, but too excited.
Too excited. Yeah, too excited, but, it is what it is, I guess. You gotta keep it moving and...
give you a quick review.
Yeah,
let's do it. So, directed by Kenneth Branagh. Sorry, dude, I don't know how to pronounce your name. You didn't even pronounce it in the movie. Distributed by 20th Century Studios. This movie here is going to be basically a murder mystery. Someone dies inside this apparently haunted mansion. And this guy, Kenneth, who's playing Hercule, who's a retired detective, if I'm not mistaken, comes in and does his thing, investigates, try to see what's going on. There's a seance going on, and events start to unfold after somebody dies. And where's Adam Sandler,
Yeah, it's on from there. Pretty crazy. It released on August 15th.
Mm-hmm.
And the director is actually the main detective. Kenneth Branagh is Hercule. So this is kind of from his perspective. Tina Fey is playing Ariana Oliver, who's basically his friend, Hercule's friend in this movie. And she's a mystery novelist, so she loves the mystery. She loves testing Hercule, picking his brain, whatever you want to call it, just to get that next big newsletter, that next big article or novel that she's writing. Because she basically got big off of one of his cases way back when, and so she's trying to get that next big thing. And she's like, hey, I'm the one that made you famous. So, they kind of go back and forth during the movie.
And it brings them out of retirement just to go help her with this.
Yeah, this mystery, this...
Oh, my God.
Is it real or ghost real? Anyway, we got Jude Hill, who plays Leopold, which is the son of Mr. Ferrier. Mr. Ferrier is the doctor of the girl that, passed away in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And he's... played by Jamie Dornan, and Kelly Riley, who plays Rowena Drake, who's the mom of the girl that died. Then you have Emma Lard, who's Desdemona, who plays Desdemona, and she's the daughter of Rowena. And then you have Camille Cotton, who's Olga Semenoff, who plays the maid.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have Kyle Allen, who is Maxime Girard, who's the ex-fiancée of Desdemona. And Desdemona, I'm sorry, is the girl that passed away in this movie. Trying to figure out who killed her. Then you have Amir El, who's Masri, who plays Masri. He's called Alessandro or whatever in the movie. Then you have Ricardo Scamarcio. He's Vitaly in the movie, and Michelle Yeoh, she plays Miss Reynolds in the movie. She's the medium. She's the one who reaches out to the dead. Does she reach out to the dead?
Yeah.
We'll
get more into it a little bit. And spoilers. Like I said, it's gonna be a quick review.
Yeah.
Box office first opening weekend was $14.3 million.
Yep.
And the budget was $60 million, so this was a big flop.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you can't catfish people, man. You can't be misleading people with A Haunting in Venice. I mean, you got me excited.
To give a little insight, me and Sal kind of agreed that it just seemed like a Netflix movie. Not trying to get too into it, but it just seemed that way.
Big time.
And it's not the fault of the movie. Maybe they were just trying to get some more money. It should have just went straight to streaming, or some people just like the detective field. We saw a lot of older people in there, and
you old folk really like these mystery things.
Right.
It's based off a book, from my understanding, The Halloween Party or something like that.
Yeah, something like that is based off of that. So
older folks reading. No disrespect,
Yeah,
say that
you
respectfully.
like what you like.
Yeah. So ratings, Rotten Tomatoes gave this a 76%. I don't understand why.
They like that thought process, that thinking, and it really makes you think on your toes and all that kind of stuff.
It did.
The movie, in a way. But I guessed who the person was right away.
No shit.
I did. I guessed who the person was right away.
Cool.
But go ahead.
IMDb was 6.8 out of 10.
Mm.
Google reviews, Google users are saying it's at 87%. Mainly all you old folk. Audience score is a 77%.
Yeah.
And then Donivan's score on this is...
I'm in the middle between 5 and maybe a 6 because I thought for what the movie was, it brought a lot to it in terms of a good mystery. I thought it was a pretty good mystery. You had all your people, kind of broke down everything in terms of, Hercule, when it got down to it, investigating and stuff on who killed this girl or what happened to this girl. Yeah. Was she murdered? Was this a spooky situation with ghosts and everything like that? What really happened? Did she kill herself? And so he's there to kind of investigate that and also question everybody, and also especially the medium that's involved in all this, really to question her, Miss Reynolds, and because he doesn't believe, he doesn't believe in ghosts or anything like that, and so he's just there to question everything. I thought he played a really good role doing that, and kept you on the edge of your seat in a way. If you like the detective feel to it all, is he really going to guess who did what or what's going on? Yeah. And he might surprise you if he did. He might surprise you if he didn't. You just didn't know. He kept his cards very closely until the very end. So I thought it was pretty good. The actors were pretty good. They kept their cards pretty close as well. Again, it's like, who did it? Just like anything in this world, who did it? Were you at fault? Who knows?
Right.
So I thinking I'll stick to a 5. It's pretty average.
Okay. Yeah, I'm right there with Donivan on this one, guys. I give it a 5. One, because I was catfished. I was misled. I was in there expecting to see some paranormal stuff. I was expecting to see a lot of bloodshed and ghosts running around everywhere. I mean, they set the stage for it. Yeah. They really did. That's one thing I enjoyed about this movie, like the lore, I guess, to it.
Yep.
The stories, the background, and everybody. I was like, man, and you didn't take this nowhere. But again, I never read the book.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that old, so I don't know when the book came out or whatnot. But yeah, man, I was disappointed. I felt like it was Rise of the Beast again.
Yeah,
we didn't. Sure. They say Rise of the Beast. You never saw any beast to the end.
Mm-mm.
Same thing, damn near almost with this movie.
Exactly.
Man, Haunting in Venice just sounds like some Exorcist type shit.
Yeah, and then the way they had the trailer, it made you seem like, okay, this is gonna be some crazy stuff going on, and it wasn't. I mean, you can see for yourself, but I mean. I'll jump to spoilers and just knock it on out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, like, comment, subscribe. If you don't want to know anymore, if you're into that, go watch it, figure it out yourself. But we're about to spoil it for you.
Check it out, guys.
No one shall leave until I find if the living have been killed by the dead.
All right, spoilers.
Spoilers, guys. So
and we're back.
Here we are, and
this movie was whack.
There was no haunting. No ghosts, or were there ghosts? I don't know. I don't think there were.
No, it's just a lot of drugs.
Just a lot of drugs. Yeah, a lot of drugs,
Damn.
Kenneth Branagh, who's the director of this movie, he did a really good job in leading you on to believe that there was some haunting, that there was something going on.
Mm-hmm.
He was a detective in this movie, Hercule, and, he, from the beginning, he was not a believer. And you
got Michelle in there.
Yeah,
Miss Reynolds.
Exactly, and she's a really good actor, and she really portrays the medium really well until she doesn't, because she's dead. But yeah, so it just goes back to, okay, this is a murder mystery, because she was already given up before this happened or whatever, because he goes to this creepy ass mansion or whatever. Because Ariana Oliver, she's, the novelist or whatever, like we said in non-spoilers, and she's trying to convince him, Hercule, you got to come here, this medium. She's awesome. she's a person that you're going to want to hear from. And he's like, yeah, whatever. I don't believe in all that kind of stuff. Ghosts aren't real, all that. But you know what? I'm retired, but you know, this piques my interest. I'm going to go. And, you know, meets everybody, meets the mother, meets all this, you know, all these people. But he figures out the medium pretty quickly, you know. The medium
fake.
Yeah, she had 2 assistants, you know, and one was in a chimney literally, you know, clicking. When he clicked something, it would click a typewriter, you know, which the medium claimed was the ghost typing, asking it questions. And, you know, he figured this out pretty quickly. But then, again, she dies, Miss Reynolds dies, so it's like, okay, so who killed her, you know? Was it really the evil spirits or whatever? You know, what's going on here?
And there's a lot of what would you say, secrets. A lot of people in this movie had secrets, and he's uncovering all the secrets while trying to solve the mystery. They're not trying to solve the mystery of who killed the girl who's this Mona. They're trying to solve the mystery of who killed the medium, who killed Miss Reynolds. Because she's the first one to die. I mean, as soon as they get done with the seance, they're supposed to come back to another one.
Right.
She ends up dead. So that's what starts the murder mystery. You have all these random people. I mean, literally, you had the stage set for Adam Sandler to come in and figure it all out.
For sure. Yeah.
You know?
Definitely. It's one of those things where it's like, okay, you know, it's just a whodunit, you know?
Yeah,
it had that little horror aspect to it without really having it because, again, Hercule was just drugged. You want to tell him who did it or...
Nah, you got it. You can do it.
It was the mom. I mean, it was the mom who did. I guessed it. Like, it was after she kind of walked them in the rain. It was a rain scene where he was interrogating the mom after Miss Reynolds died and trying to figure out, okay, who's doing these murders, who killed, you know, her daughter, stuff like that. And obviously, no one, you know, expects the mom. But I could just tell from her jealousy of the fiance, which was Maxime Gerard, sorry.
Yeah.
You know, played by Kyle Allen. Not sorry to you, that was your character, but yeah, I got your name, Kyle. Yeah. It's super simple.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Kyle's character, I mean, he was married or was going to marry Desdemona, who was played by Emma, so I'm just calling Emma's character.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, was about to marry Emma's character, and, you know, it didn't fall all, you know, the mom's claiming that Kyle was this big person about money.
Yeah.
And finding out that, you know, Emma's character's mom wasn't that rich. She's like, nah, I'm backing out of the marriage. But he wanted to come back to her. He sent her letters and all that, finding out that, hey, I really do love this girl, but later on we find out the mom was throwing away these letters and keeping her away. Later on we find out also she was drugging her and all that stuff and basically slowly killing her.
Yep.
And
trying to keep her there.
Yeah,
you know,
making
she
her
didn't want
lose
to
her
go
mind.
anywhere. Yeah.
Exactly.
You see, and that's what was crazy. She was losing her mind by seeing the children and hearing the children.
That's some strong drugs.
Seriously, like they literally had the stage set to make it a good horror movie.
Yes.
The story is that mansion used to be a doctor, a clinic or a hospital, and the doctor and nurses used to lock up the kids there because they were orphans. They were orphans.
Yeah.
And they even found a skeleton, a hidden basement in the movie. And they didn't do nothing with it except for crush the skeleton and he got spit on him or something. I don't know. I figured out it was the mom at the end.
Yeah.
At the very end because he's going through everything when he shut the gate. You know, they're all running to leave.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, where's the mom? And she's like hidden in the back. So I'm like, oh, it had to be you.
Yeah,
but really. It was last minute. It was very last minute that I figured it out.
It was, like I said, it was a rain scene in the middle of the movie for me where she was explaining everything like, yeah, you know, this is my garden and all this kind of stuff. And she's just too calm, too collected. Like, she was hiding something. I'm like, it has to be her because it seemed like she's a jealous type as well with her daughter in terms of wanting to keep her close, saying that because it was after speaking with Kyle, the former fiance, Kyle's character, the former fiance. Yeah. He was like how the mom was so jealous and never gave her the letters that he was sending, you know, the daughter and all that. So, and never let him see her and all that. So it was like pretty crazy to where like what ends the mom would
come with me
keep
to a seance.
her daughter
Spot the
away
con
from
I
this
can't.
guy. So I'm like, she's got to be crazy enough to also
you are here to
do all this
discredit
stuff
me,
and make her go crazy.
but I can
But,
talk to the
towards the
dead.
end, Hercule came out and just exposed everybody. He's like, oh yeah, the mom did it, and it was the maid that gave it to her because she was just doing what the mom would do, which was calm her down, but she gave her too much of a dosage, thinking it was just some tea. And it really
sleep.
Yeah. Well, no, she was.
She was dead in bed.
Yeah. Then she threw her out. Yeah.
Made it look like a suicide.
The mom threw her out. I'm like, really? Don't get a moment. Yeah, and then screaming her. Oh my God.
But Hercule exposed everybody.
Yeah.
Even the novelist, his friend, Tina's actor,
before all that
Oliver, she
Somebody
set
is
up
dead.
the
No one shall leave this place
set
until
up
I know
his
who did it.
bodyguard. When I set him up, but between
she
the
killed
the
him.
bodyguard, her, and everybody else, they
There
wanted
must
him
be
to
a
come
rational
back in
answer for
because,
all
like
of this.
Donovan said, she
Just
wanted her
admit
next
that you are
big
up
movie,
against
her next
something
big-
bigger
not
than
movie,
you.
her next big novel, and
If she could get the greatest detective alive to believe it,
yep.
then she's got a pretty good album. That's
Crowd and
Yep.
death follows, so she's like,
saying
you just need to do what you're good for. Make me some money.
Something in this house tried to kill me.
I also really love.
Don't look at me like I'm a
her-
suspect. We're old friends.
Every murderer is somebody's old friend.
He died. I'm like, okay. She's the one that said, "Oh, he can come in here.
No one shall
I'm
leave
gonna
until
lock
I
it
find
up,
if the living have been
and
killed
I'm
by the
gonna give
dead.
the key to the suppressor. Nobody can come in here." But then all of a
have
sudden he
been
ends up dead.
hiding here all this time.
You would know. You're the only one that would
talking
know
to?
some type of secret door or whatever to get in there and kill this man. And then it wasn't even a secret door. She calls him and gets him to go suicide in order to save his son. And that's pretty crazy. Leopold, played by Jude Hill. That's pretty crazy how...
He was a very mature kid.
He was a very mature kid. He took care of his father who was suffering from a lot of things, PTSD, anxiety, all that kind of stuff from war. And, his son was like taking care of him, was like, come on, it's okay. Give him his medicine.
Mm-hmm.
And he's the one that set up the mom.
Yeah.
The mom, he was blackmailing the mom, talking about, I know what you did, all this kind of stuff. She was sending all this money, and she ended up going bankrupt. So she's like, you know what? I'm going to kill off whoever is blackmailing me. That's why she said this whole thing.
But she didn't know who was blackmailing her.
Mm-mm.
And that little boy was like a medium too. He could see. He had the sixth sense. He could see
In a
dead
way.
people.
Yeah.
That's why they could have done so much with this movie.
So it's like, okay, there are ghosts, or was he also drinking the tea?
Oh shit.
It's like,
Well, he said at
She
the end of the
was-
movie, "I'll see you later, Daddy."
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, but then he's a kid, so it's like, if you're seeing that stuff, you're like, oh, it's not the drugs. I actually see him.
Yeah, they're there though because that's
Yeah.
how the mom died.
Yeah, that's true, because the
daughter-
daughter grabbed her, the dead daughter grabbed her and pulled her off of the place. So they're alive. It's just like, I don't know. They didn't really go into it like that. They could have went a lot more into it. There was some good thrills to it though. I mean,
Yeah,
it
the
wasn't
lightning.
terrible.
I was like, ah.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, definitely would have been better on Netflix or something. But
Seriously.
guys, you can check it out if you want to. I think we recommend not to.
Nah, don't spend your money, guys.
Wait
I
for-
hate to say that.
Yeah, we're in agreement. Wait for Netflix or something. I'm sure Netflix will have it in Prime,
Yeah.
Wait for
murder
that.
mystery.
Paramount. Yeah, I'd wait, guys.
Yeah. Well, that concludes our review, guys. Like, comment, subscribe down below. We hate repeating that every time, but it really does help the channel grow.
Especially commenting, guys. Comment.
Yeah.
Spread the word, guys. We love you guys.
Yep.
We'll catch you on another review from another perspective.
Yes, sir. Peace.